Hello everyone. Well, I should say good evening everyone. This is the Bandit 201, aka Straw Hat the Lone Wolf. For those of my friends, you guys know my name is Anthony. You know what I'm saying? And tonight I'm bringing you guys my Myutant deck profile. I know it's been quite some time that I put a video up on my YouTube account, so I'd like to do that now. Yeah, it's been quite some time, and the reason for that is because, you know, life. But I'm not going to get too much into it because I'll be making this video for about an hour. So without further ado, let's just get down to what this video is really about. My Myutant deck profile. Now, I built this deck because I like the idea of being able to banish cards, like, you know, for your benefit. For example, you know what I'm saying, you could banish like your spells, traps, and monsters, and you benefit from it. So it's like your opponent thinking they one up you because they banished your cards, and then boom, you know, it doesn't matter. So I'm pretty sure at this point in time everybody knows what mutants do, but if not, I'm going to read the effects. But I also plan to make this video as brief as possible. So we have Myutant M-05. If this card is normal or special summon, add one mutant monster from your deck to your hand except himself. You contribute this card, then banish one card from your hand to face up on the field. Special summon one monster from your hand or deck based on the banished card. So if you banish the monster, you get Beast. Spell, you get Mist. Trap, you get Arsenal. Those are the I want to say the boss monsters. Now, as you can see, this is M05, meaning it's monster. So of course now you have Myutant ST-46, which is spell trap. So basically, if this card is normal or special summon, you get to add one mutant spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, and the rest of the effect is the same as the M-05. So now you have monsters and you have spell and trap. So of course they had to make a mutant monster for the graveyard and banished, and that's Myutant GB-88. And now he works during the opponent's main phase. If the field spell card Mutant Evolution Lab is in your field zone, quick effect, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, you contribute this card, then banish one card from your hand and face up on the field. Special summon one of your level 8 mutant monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. So it's excellent. As I was saying, it whether your monsters are banished or in the graveyard, it works out perfectly. Now for the boss monsters, I run 2 copies of Mutant Arsenal. Now this one, he can't be targeted by trap cards. Also, you cannot special summon him except with the effect of a mutant card. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish one card from your hand in the field, then target one monster in the field and banish it. If this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can target one of your banished mutant spell cards and add it to your hand. 3,000 attack points, so pretty good. I know some mutant players run 3 of these guys. I'm running 2 with each boss monster. Now Mutant Beast, same thing, cannot be special summoned except with the effect of a mutant card. Now your opponent cannot target this card with monster effects, which is excellent. Now when your opponent activates a spell card, quick effect, banish one card from your hand in the field and negate the activation if you do banish that card. Then of course it has the same effect as Arsenal, as to where if this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, target one banished mutant trap and add it to your hand. So again, doesn't matter, rather you banish mutant monsters, spells, or traps, you can get them back. So now you have Mutant Mist. This one, same thing, can't be targeted by spell effects. When your opponent activates a trap effect, a trap card or effect, banish one card from your hand to field, then draw 2 cards. Excellent. Yup. So I run 2 of each boss monster, and then the best card in the deck, Dimension Shifter. I know a lot of people run 3. I'm actually going to run 3 as well. I have the other copy of Dimension Shifter coming in the mail. So, yep. Onward to the spells. I run 2 of the field spell card, Mutant Evolution Lab. When this card is activated, special summon one of your level 4 lower mutant monsters from your hand or that is banished. Again, mutant monsters you control gain 100 attack for each of your banished mutant cards with different names. Once per turn during your main phase, place 1 mutant monster from your hand on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, draw 1 card. You can only activate 1 Mutant Evolution Lab per turn. Then I have 1 Terraforming. I run 2 Mutant Fusion. I know a lot of players run 1, but I run 2. Simply because I played my best friend with this deck, and I kind of had a problem, so I was like, you know what, instead of just running 1, I'm running 2. So fusion summon 1 mutant fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your hand or field. If your opponent has activated a card or effect this turn, you can use up to 1 monster each from your deck and graveyard as fusion material. Excellent. You can only activate 1 mutant fusion per turn. So, now these are kind of like staples. We've got Cosmic Cyclone, Dimensional Fissure, Raigeki, Swords of Revealing Light, Trade-In, MST. That's it for the spells. Now for the traps, the main things. So we have 3 copies of Mutant Cry. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to make this video as brief as possible because I am at work right now. It's not busy at all. It's the graveyard shift, so I figured I have time. But yeah, Mutant Cry is like the best trap card. During the main phase, fusion summon 1 mutant fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling the fusion materials listed on the in the deck from among your cards on the field, in your graveyard, and or face-up banished cards. Excellent. Again, that brings it back to, doesn't matter if you have banished, mutant monsters, you can still do what you can still do what he do. Now the other trap card, Mutant Expansion, run 3 copies. This one, when you activate this card, take 1 level 4 lower mutant monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. If a level 8 or higher mutant monster you control will be destroyed by card effect, banish this card you control instead. Perfect. I know a lot of mutant players run 3 copies. I intend to do so, but I'm going to see how the deck works with running just 2. But there can be only 1. I know this card literally wins games. This as well as Dimension Shifter, because it's pretty much nothing your opponent can do at that point. Especially if you go like turn 1, or your opponent goes, and they make a move and then you discard Dimension Shifter. From that point, it's like, damn, every card that gets sent to the graveyard is banished. And a lot of players nowadays need their graveyard, so perfect. But yeah, we have 2 copies of There Can Be Only One. Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, Macrocosmos, Magic Cylinder, and lastly we have Torrential Tribute. Now onward to the extra deck, but instead I'm just going to run you through my side deck. So we have the last copies of the Arsenal, Beast, and Mist. 1 copy of Transmodify, Monster Reborn, another copy of Dimensional Fissure, Backup Rider, another copy of MST, an equipped spell, Mutant Blast. I'm just going to keep it right here long enough for you guys to read the effects. Mutant Clash. Keep it like this. Camera is nice and clear. Another copy of Macrocosmos. Another copy of Solemn Strike. Floodgate Trap Hole. Imperial Order. And Mirror Force. Now, onward to the extra deck. Now, the only cards that really matter in the extra deck, honestly, is the fusion monsters. And that's Myutant Ultimus, the ultimate monster for the mutants. You need 3 level 8 or higher mutant monsters. When a card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can banish 1 mutant card from your hand, graveyard, or face-up field of the same type. Negate the activation, and if you do, banish that card. If this fusion summon card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card, add up to 3 of your banished mutant cards, up to 1 of each monster, spell, and trap to your hand. Freaking dope. And then we have Synthesis, 3 copies. Now this one, 2 mutant monsters with different attributes. If this card is fused to summon, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, activate this effect. For the rest of this turn, this face-up card is unaffected by the effects of an opponent's card of the same type. If this fusion summon card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card, add 1 of your banished mutant cards to your hand. Perfect. Now, as for the rest of the extra deck, I have this one, Xyz. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it is the C Castrum. Norito, the Moral Leader. Silent Honor Arc. Diamond Dyer. Phantom Knights of Break Sword. The Carrier Arrow Shark. Levier, the Sea Dragon. I apologize if I'm pronouncing these names incorrectly. Spaceway, Octo Bypass, and lastly, Gachi Gentetsu. Well, guys, to those of you who watched this video, thank you so much. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments, critique me. Let me know what I need to add or take out of the deck, give me a few pointers. And for the most part, guys, enjoy your life, Don't mean to make this into some type of encouragement speech, but I know a lot of people need to, be encouraged sometimes. But yeah, that's a video for another day. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your evening, night, or morning. Thank you again.